And we are live, man. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Loreverse live podcast. It's your boy Stevie Hayes, joined by Carter. Dallas will be joining us soon. But what's up, dog? How are you, man? I had to toss you on mute because bro. This dude chooses to open his freaking food right now. Why are there fireworks? What did you do?
No.
What the heck was that?
Does it work again?
I don't know what just happened, bro, but that was really weird. What the frick was that? But look, I'll just add this. Yeah, I got sound effects now. Yo, I was trying to find the one that said "fa." I was trying to find that Joan, but I couldn't find it. I think, but I am.
There's a website for it.
I have to find it, bro, so I can add it to my little soundboard. Because, bro, I'm gonna abuse that Joan. Ah, ah. All like these are all I have right here. Look, here's one.
I didn't hear anything.
You hear that?
No.
You don't hear that?
No.
Did you hear the hand clap? The applause?
No.
Oh, dang. Well, all right.
That lasted 2 seconds.
That Joan was whack. All right. Well, we do have a full docket for tonight, so we're going to get into our topics here. So first off, we're going to talk about Mando and Grogu. So the Mando and Grogu trailer finally came out after the crap show of that stupid Super Bowl trailer, which I crashed out on, I think, last week, right? So did you watch it, bro?
A little bit of it.
Do you want to watch it like right now?
Yeah, we can. I was about to say, bro, when we were trying to talk to each other earlier when I was at work, bro, you literally like hung up on me like 3 times while I was at work. It's like I couldn't talk.
Because
I couldn't talk.
Yeah, you were just busy. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna download the trailer and see. Hold on one second. YouTube. All right, guys, we are gonna watch the trailer because this fool hasn't seen it. Mando and Grogu trailer. Right. Let's hope that this shouldn't get taken down for this, but let's see.
Just turn the music off or turn the sound off, or do we need sound?
I think this should be fine, bro. Honestly, if not, it is what it is, man.
If need be, just take out when we watch the trailer because we're not gonna be talking during it anyway.
I mean, bro, whenever we get flagged, I just edit it out. So I mean, I really don't care. We should be fine. All right, I'm downloading this trailer and then we're going to watch it. But I'm shocked that you didn't watch this, bro. But like after my crash out, I was like, I was so scared, and I was like, you know what? Like, the trailer isn't that bad. The trailer isn't that bad. Shockingly.
I know. Typically, I do watch the trailers, but like today was just difficult.
Yeah. All right, let's watch it right now so we can get your first reaction. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, never touch the buttons. I can use some information.
Whoa, for this price, I'll tell you whatever you want.
I'm looking for a hut.
Close for the night. Thank you.
Gangsters, war criminals.
Long live the Empire.
We'll take out every bad guy in your deck of cards.
This isn't about revenge. It's about preventing another war.
Strap in.
You will suffer. And then it will be his turn.
Before going into harm's way, check your armor. The kid will live centuries beyond me. I won't always be around to protect him.
Are you scared? You should be.
Do we run? Or do we fight?
I like this kid.
What are waiting for? Let's save the rest for after dinner.
We gotta see it in IMAX. We have to. You're muted. This bot.
Yo, bro, the trailer's not bad, bro. And honestly,
actually like
I thought the trailer was gonna be cheeks. I ain't gonna lie. Trailer's not bad. It seems like an adventure, and like this made me want to see it now. In regards to the plot, what are they gonna do with this Hut kid? I guess that they're gonna have, and that's being played by Jeremy Allen White.
Who they say it was? It was. They said Jabba the Hutt's son. I don't know.
Yeah,
I saw something.
Something like that. So I mean, and it's like, how is that going to captivate me? Like it's like, yo, like we saw Ahsoka, we saw Luke Skywalker. And like, how is this Hut situation going to make me care about this movie? But we'll see what happens.
Hold on. Speaking of that, before we keep going, I'm not gonna lie, low key a little bit off topic, but like, I saw a comment today that said someone said that what's it called? Rey is a better character than Anakin Skywalker. I was like, okay. It's like that.
They're trying to rage bait. They're trying to rage bait. There's no way you can seriously say that. There's no way a person can seriously say that Rey is better than Anakin, bro. You cannot seriously. No. They had to be trying to rage bait, bro.
But to get back on topic, I will say I like the trailer. I think like that. I like our biggest critique when we saw like the Super Bowl thing was like the fact that like we were concerned about Grogu. But like, I think like I'm very happy off of the trailer so far with like how much of a role that he has. Like he's not just like, it seems like he's going to be doing a lot more.
So I am still not satisfied, mostly because I want Grogu to talk. Like to me, like he acts like my cat. Like when I look at Grogu, I just think of the way that my cat acts, and he's giving me cat vibes. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm not the biggest fan of what they're doing with the Grogu right now. It's like he trains with Luke Skywalker. Now he's back with Mando for no reason, you know. Like I think he was perfect when he was with Luke Skywalker training to be a Jedi, and now he's just here. So you know, I'm not the biggest fan of what they're doing, but this season, like it looks good, right? Like it looks good. The music is fire, but I still fail to see like what the importance of this movie is, and that's what I'm. And that's
it's a movie, right? I was about to say I didn't think it was another season.
No, it got turned into a movie. Probably because they haven't put out movies in a long time.
Well, any good ones at least.
Yeah. So let's talk about the plots of new characters. So number one, we get Colonel Ward, played by Sigourney Weaver. She's a former rebel pilot turned a New Republic officer who appears to be Mando's primary contact. We also get the return of the Hutts, like we saw, right? Mando is seen on Nar Shaddaa, where he's trying to seek information about the Hutt crime families, and so. And we also see Rada the Hutt, who's voiced by Jeremy Allen White, and he's introduced as a gladiator style villain in a fighting pit, which I thought that part was cool. We also get to see Embo. He's a legendary Kyuzo bounty hunter from the Clone Wars, and we see him return as a rival hunter. And he's actually voiced by Dave Filoni, which is cool. And we also get Martin Scorsese. He is playing just like some four-armed species alien, so that should be fun. Also, we get a new Razor Crest, which is cool. We also get to see Zeb, which is dope. If you watch Star Wars Rebels, you know who Zeb is. We also get to see Mando unmasked, multiple scenes of Pedro without his helmet. Is he finally embracing Bo Katan's way of being a Mandalorian, where you don't have to wear your mask 24/7, or is Grogu's life on the line, so he has to remove his mask and show his face? We also see a group of droid smiths, which is cool, and it's the same species as Babu Frick from the sequel trilogy, and we also get to see some snowy battles. So, yeah, I mean, trailer's not bad. There's a lot of good visuals, but I'm still a little, confused about plots and all that stuff. So, I mean, it did what it had to do. I think a lot of fans are interested. I'm very interested. Now, I just want to see more about the plot and, what the story is going to entail. Because as of right now, it's like the visuals are going to be cool. The music gives me because look, when you think of Star Wars, right, like you think of a journey. It gives a journey vibe, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the music makes you feel like you're about to go on a journey, but like you and I can both say like we don't know what the heck this plot is. We don't know what the story is.
if it's fitting because it's like they're not just staying in the same place the whole time. Like they're actually like it looks like they're actually like going off like just like we're gonna see like Grogu like in like his like own like little area by himself without the Mandalorian. Like everyone's going to be doing their own little thing at some point in this movie, and I think that's like what I like the most about it.
Yeah. I just wanted massive growth on Grogu's part, bro. I really wanted him to start talking more and be able to like be his own person, And when he's like and when he acts like a cat, I just wonder like, is he like, I mean, bro, all he does is make noise. Legit acts like my cat, bro. He legit acts like Nala, like for real. So, but like he's cute, but it's like, bro, like I need you to like become Yoda, be like Mendo, like, or you know what I mean, say sentences backwards,
Yeah.
Ugly you are. Hairline far back. Dallas is. Oh, wait. Stephen A. Smith. Dallas looks like. I mean, like that's like I need the backwards sentences, bro. So let's hope that they hopefully Dallas isn't like watching this right now because he's gonna blow the chat up if he hears that I'm talking about his hairline.
Hopefully, what's it called? Let's hope that like they don't try and mess it up and try and make him like actually have like good grammar.
Who? Grogu?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it's all about where he was raised. If he's raised with Mando, dude, him being a Mandalorian Jedi would have been fire, bro. Like
that would have been
hard. That would have been hard. And if he's like the first Mando Jedi since Tar Vizsla, bro, that's what they need to do a movie on. Tar Vizsla. He was the first Mando Jedi ever, bro. Oh, the Vizsla family's goated. Okay. Now let's get to some next things here. Wesley Griffin, yo, it's Carter. What's up, Stevie? It will be fire, bro. It will be super fire. Let's hope we can get some Mando. I thought they were going to do that with Din Djarin, but I guess not. Okay, so this is an insane, stinking theory. You and I talked about this on the phone. Not really we talked about it kind of at length, right? Like we didn't have like a full-fledged conversation about it, but this is wild. So let me read the exact rumor here just to make sure that I have the right information. I think I have it right here. It says this: Steve Rogers, Peggy Carter, and their son. But did I even change the topic? Oh yeah, I did. I gotta make sure. Okay, Steve Rogers, Peggy Carter, and their son are reportedly living on Earth 828 in Avengers Doomsday. This is the universe of the Fantastic Four. Now, when I called you darn near screaming about this, I know you've had to give this some thought for the past few hours. And you know that you and I have been like talking about the multiversal add-ons, aka these rumors and theories, and adding them on. So I do have a whole entire like soliloquy about this, but I want to hear kind of what your thoughts are first. And like, what does this mean? Because this does change everything that we've talked about in regards to Avengers Doomsday. So where's your head at with this theory? Or rumor?
I mean, all I'm saying is if that's the case, I mean, me and you talked about it earlier, it would make complete sense why Doctor Doom is in the 828 universe? The Fantastic Four universe? Yeah, the 828
I think it's
universe.
828.
It would make complete sense why like he's in there, because then like if you really think about it, like he bro's killing two birds with one stone. Like it just so happened that the universe that that Steve Rogers went into just so happens to be the same universe that sticking Franklin Richards is in. Like that's a way to like introduce like the rivalry between sticking Reed Richards and Doctor Doom. Even though, I mean, I would assume that the rivalry was already like a thing, considering the fact that like they showed the Latveria chair in the movie, but no Doctor Doom there. It's like I would assume like he was probably off doing something. Maybe, just maybe. I feel like this would be news there, but like just maybe RDJ's Doctor Doom had killed that Doctor Doom already.
So you think this is Doctor Doom from another Earth?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I don't think it's Doctor Doom from their universe, because I feel like if it was from their universe, it would have gotten mentioned like in the Fantastic Four movie. But like I think because remember in Fantastic Four movie we saw that Latvian chair It was empty. And then because we all know who's supposed to sit there, it's supposed to be Doctor Doom. So then my thing is like, okay, maybe this Doctor Doom, RDJ's Doctor Doom, killed that Doctor Doom, and that's the reason why he wasn't there to begin with, or knowing Doctor Doom, he was probably just being petty. But like he just wasn't there. That's why the reason why he wasn't there. And then he was also there because of the incursion as well, because Steve Rogers is there. And then he was like, you know what? I'm going to create Battleworld. Franklin Richards is also here as well. I'm going to try and take him, or whatever he's going to do, like with whatever he's going to try to like manipulate people, because there's going to be a lot of manipulation going on in this movie. Like, I'm not going to lie, for the casual fan, like, who doesn't know anything about bro, like, you are probably going to be manipulated by him as well. I think Marvel is going to take like the most, like, they are going to make him seem like the good guy during this movie.
Yeah.
Like, he is going to look like he is doing things for the better, because like we talked about before, like he's going to go to them saying like, hey, there's incursions happening right now. Steve is the real problem. Spider-Man's the other problem. All this other stuff. And he's probably going to be like, you know what? I can fix this. I'm the only one that can fix this. And to be honest with you, y'all don't want to believe me. That's fine. But you just have to trust me that I can actually fix this. And he's just going to manipulate everyone in the multiverse. And I think that's going to end up being the case. I think they're going to make him look like a good guy. And to the casual fan, they're going to be caught way off guard off this, because Marvel knows they get a lot of comic book people, but at the same time, they have a lot of people who don't know anything about characters until they come out in the MCU. So it's like, a part of me feels like they're going to make Doctor Doom look like the good guy during the majority of this movie until the end. Of course, until I would assume Battleworld gets basically created at the end of Doomsday.
Yeah. Have you read, and you probably didn't, I guess, but at Captain Beluhin, and you should think about buying this, there's this book, it's called Books of Doom by Ed Brubaker. They have it when you first walk in. You should buy it. It gives you such a deeper perspective onto Doctor Doom and who he is as a person.
Yeah.
That so if you are looking at buying a volume soon, bro, that's the book. That's the one that you should buy. That joint's fire. But okay, I loved everything you said. And the only comment I have to that is, what if Doctor Doom somehow figured out how to live on the Earth without causing an incursion? Like, what if he uses some magic to basically make himself a part of each Earth that he joins, so no incursion happens?
Yeah. I mean, shoot, I wouldn't put it past him at all.
Yeah. But this does change everything. And this is why. Okay, so number one, this means that we misunderstood Avengers Endgame, number one, because we got to talk about the fact that, we thought that most fans like me and you assumed that he went back to the late 1940s and 50s in the MCU timeline and stayed there. But that's not that, but that doesn't make sense, right? Because obviously you can, like what Bruce Banner said, you cannot change your past. So if you go back and stay, you create a branch timeline, which we all thought, right? That Steve created a branch timeline, which is causing the multiverse to collapse, right? That was our thought. But now this makes everything different, because we thought that Steve was just in another timeline connected to the MCU. No. He's on another Earth. A timeline and an Earth are two different things, right? A timeline is based off of an Earth. A whole another Earth is a whole other Earth. So, and if you need an example, in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, when he goes to Earth 838, when he meets the Illuminati, that's another Earth. That's not an extended timeline. That's a whole other Earth, right? So there's the 838 Earth where the Illuminati is, right? And there's the MCU Earth, which is the 616. And then we have the Fantastic Four, which is what is that, 828 or something like that?
828.
The 828 Earth. This is the weird thing. If Steve brought back the stones, then this means that someone or something had to get him there. Because how could Steve Rogers, bro, even know that he could jump to another Earth? Like, he can't do that. You know what I mean? And technically, Steve Rogers is a low-key an idiot. So how would he be smart enough to do that? Here's one theory. Steve had to be intercepted, right? So let's assume that Steve does what we saw, right? He returns all the stones. He closes the branches up, mission complete. But instead of coming back, he's intercepted, not by the TVA though. But what if he's approached by some type of entity that understands the multiverse? Because at this point, Steve Rogers is incorruptible. You know, he resisted the stones at this point. He resisted Thanos. He's the most morally stable being in Marvel, right? And so that he could be viewed as a universal constant. And in a collapsing universe, a universal constant is a weapon on any Earth, which maybe why he was able to take that situation. Now, Kang, right? Kang exists outside of the linear timeline. So if Steve was moving through the quantum realm, returning the stones, Kang would absolutely be aware that he's there, right? So what if Kang saw the inevitable collapse and needed an anchor? Like, think about this: a moral constant placed on a specific Earth could stabilize an Earth, technically. So what if he offers Steve a life with Peggy on another Earth, not in the 1940s, but it's in the 1970s? Because there's no way that he's in the same timeline, or it's not the same years as the Fantastic Four. Like, some time had to pass. Because when he pulled up to that house, that's like a 70s suburban America. You know what I'm saying? It's not the 60s utopia that we see in the Fantastic Four. So this implies that Steve didn't go back to change the past. He was moved to a different world's present. Theory 3, Dr. Doom, right? Now, what if Doom, like, imagine if Doom, right? He identifies Steve as an issue, right? And in the Multiverse of Madness, we learned that an incursion happens when someone stays in a universe where they don't belong. So if Steve is living on the Fantastic Four Earth, he's automatically a walking incursion. But here's the question I have, Carter: did Dr. Doom intentionally plant him there to destabilize that reality, to be able to get everybody together and to take them all out and create Battle World? So what if Dr. Doom used Captain America as a multiversal domino? Now, this also affects the ship theory. By the way, I said ship, okay, not the other word. So what this, yeah, I gotta make sure. But what this now entails is that, remember the rumor that on that ship, Dr. Doom is on that ship with the Fantastic Four at the end of New Avengers? There was another rumor that came out that Steve Rogers is apparently on that ship too. This would all make sense of why Steve Rogers is on that ship, because he's not supposed to be on their Earth. Dr. Doom finds out about it, Reed finds out about it, and they're taking Steve Rogers back to the MCU to drop him off and maybe go back. What if the Fantastic Four go back to their Earth and their Earth is gone? Which makes them come back to the MCU, and they're like, we need to figure out how to save the multiverse because the Fantastic Four's Earth got shattered.
That would be crazy. Right, there's so many things that could possibly happen.
Like, and I literally just recorded a whole video on it, but I'm like, yo, low key, if this is true, we figured it out. So like, well, we figured out some of it.
Yeah.
But I think the main question is, who allowed Steve Rogers to go there? Was it some multiversal force that's bigger than we know? Was it Kang the Conqueror? Was that multiversal force working through Dr. Doom? How did Steve Rogers see that he even had an opportunity to live on another Earth? Like, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I think the biggest question that I had before this was, like, how did he not get, like, let's think Loki managed to run into the TVA during what he did. Like, how did Steve Rogers not run into the TVA? Like, and that was, like, the biggest question I had.
Well, the TVA said that, like, what happened was supposed to happen. That's why they didn't, like, intervene. And plus, they put all the stones back. So then there would be no need for a TVA. And Steve Rogers, I'm pretty sure, puts it back before everything. So because of that, you know, they don't have to intervene because he's resetting time. I
mean, I guess, but like, still, like, he still went to a whole multiverse.
But then that opens up another question, though, because technically, if you can't go back in time, he technically can't go back to that timeline, because then he's creating another branch.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, he went to a whole nother universe.
What if, like, Steve just screws the pooch so bad, someone comes in and says, look, you've done enough, let's send you to this Earth.
but like we've also talked about it. Like, I literally said, I was like, how is it possible for Steve Rogers to go back in time and put everything back to the way it was? It's not.
Yeah, he's not that smart.
But not even that. Hawk literally told him at the end of Endgame, you have to put everything back the way that it was. there's no shot he was able to put back everything the way that it was. You literally had
definitely
the
the Soul Stone.
Tesseract.
The Soul Stone's impossible.
Literally. But like also the Tesseract, like come on, bro. How are you putting that back
I would
in?
argue the Tesseract is an easy fix. So you just put it back in the government facility. But so I mean,
But I'm saying
but
putting it back inside the sticking like the actual Tesseract, like not the I'm talking about the stone. I'm not talking about like I think putting it back in the government's hand is easy.
but what if they use magic to turn it back into the to Tesseract, or what if they use some technology to turn it back into a Tesseract? But also think about this though. Okay, just thinking out loud, what could solve them going back to the actual timeline is because they have coordinates. So the way that he was able to go back to that exact timeline, they just put in the literal coordinates of that timeline. So that would fix that. But like the question is like, what about the Soul Stone? Because the Soul Stone is something that gets unlocked by sacrificing someone. How did Steve put that back? He wouldn't give it to Red Skull, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
So what happens with that?
But even if he gave it to Red Skull, it wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't mean anything. Because if you look back at it, Thanos and Hawkeye, they didn't get the Soul Stone until one or the other person died.
Yeah.
Until Gamora and Black Widow died. And it was just in their hand afterwards. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, how could he possibly put the Soul Stone back?
And bro, and that's what I'm saying. Like, because technically, if the Soul Stone came back, they don't have to reset the whole entire situation. But at that point, when Steve comes back, Red Skull is already free. Because when the Soul Stone gets taken, Red Skull is free to go. So they would have to go to a coordinate before that. But how do they understand? But how do they know? I don't know.
There's a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Just talking about this makes me so excited for the movie because there's a lot going on.
What were you saying?
I said just talking about this like makes me excited for the movie because there's a lot going on. By the way, you gotta fix your hat.
There's a lot of questions, bro, that need answered. Like,
Yeah.
Because, and would it be fire if they started the movie with Steve giving back the stones? That's how I think it's like going to start. I think they're going to start with Steve Rogers taking back the stones, and we're going to see how he created his life with Peggy Carter. Could it have been the actual timekeepers? You know, who knows?
Okay, I don't even think it's going to be Steve putting back the stones. I think it may be the whole Toby situation.
What you mean?
Like his universe being intervened. I think Toby dies within like the first like 20 minutes.
So you think that's going to be the first scene?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. What if when we see Endgame, they add a post scene where Steve giving back putting the stones back? Like, I think they're going to do
that comes out again in September, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And
what if they
we're
do
supposed,
that?
it's rumored to get a different post credit scene.
Yeah, and what if it's Steve putting the stones back, and then we see him go and live his life with Peggy Carter?
That would be insane.
Oh, dude, we're gonna see that. I'm gonna rewatch that like 4 times, bro, in theaters. You know how long, bro? We gotta go at IMAX, bro. We need to go to IMAX. We have to go to AMC, and we have to go to freaking Cinemark, bro.
Bro,
I'm legit taking off of work that whole weekend. I already put in vacation time for the weekend of a Doomsday and the weekend and the weekend that Endgame drops. So Doomsday, I legit don't work all weekend.
wait, only for Doomsday and Endgame?
Yeah.
It's crazy. You only took off of Spider-Man.
I mean, bro, Doomsday's an event, bro. And plus, Doomsday, I'm seeing it twice, Thursday, and I'm seeing it twice on Friday. That's my plan.
It 2 times on Thursday,
and then I'm gonna see it twice on Saturday, and then I'm gonna see it twice again on Sunday.
Brother, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm watching it like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday,
like, maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Like,
nah,
bro,
I'm not gonna lie. Yo, watching it Tuesday and then immediately hopping on the podcast afterwards would be crazy.
Bro, also remember, bro, I have Regal on. I got that Regal joint. So if you're going on a day that I don't go, you can just go for free with my joint.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The month that Spider-Man comes out, I'm buying Regal Unlimited.
Oh, heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. dude, I'm gonna watch the crap out of that movie, bro. Man, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking of with Doomsday, bro. I think that it's going to be what's up, Hunter E. How are you, dog? What's popping? We are talking about this crazy theory and rumor that Steve Rogers lives on the same Earth with Peggy and his son as the Fantastic Four and as the Fantastic Four. But yeah, if this is true though, Carter, this changes at least the beginning part of the movie. And maybe Doctor Doom isn't hunting after him yet, because I mean that Fantastic Four ship, them coming to the MCU, that will have to be that Steve Rogers is on that ship. That's just my opinion. I think so.
Well,
Now,
never mind.
let's talk some comic books. So
Yeah.
we have a crazy comic dropping soon and next month, which is and these are the first looks. And obviously, Carter, we're on Comic Geek, so we saw these covers already. I actually pulled the one that's in the middle. But there is a massive Spider-Man and Superman crossover comic. Now there's already been one crossover, which if you guys probably have the comic, the Batman and Deadpool comics / Deadpool and Batman comics. Which these comics were fire, but what's super awesome about them is that we didn't just see Batman and Deadpool crossovers. We got to see I think it was Nightwing and who was it? I can't think. Who was the characters? It was Nightwing and Kate Bishop or someone. But like we got to see other characters cross over with each other, which was super cool in those comics. So now we get Spider-Man and Superman. So bro, I do wonder what extra crossovers are we going to see? And George Jimenez, the guy who does the art, he showed love to our page a lot. Whenever I like repost his stuff, he always sends like a like emoji. But he put out a image with Peter's Daily Bugle card, and also obviously Clark Kent's card as well. How he's the Daily Planet stuff. So I am so excited for this comic book. I cannot wait to read it. And look, and it's funny because I read a lot of Superman, you read a lot of Spider-Man. So it's kind of funny how like both heroes that we read the most right now, like they're getting the crossover comic.
Yeah.
How excited are you about this?
Oh, bro, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like I'm low-key upset because Spider-Man Torrent's done. Which, by the way, I don't know if you haven't read it yet. Elite.
I'm going tomorrow, bro. I'm going tomorrow.
It was so good. Are you? When?
So I am. I gotta go for Ash Wednesday, and then I'm gonna go probably right after. So maybe like right at 12. It just depends on what happens tomorrow because I don't know if my boss is getting it or not. So it all depends on that. We'll see.
Yo, text me and let me know because I will go with you.
I got you, but I promise you, I'm buying. But I promise you, I'm buying every variant
of what?
Spider-Man, Superman.
Why?
Every variant that they have, I'm getting it, bro.
For what?
I want to frame them.
Uh-huh.
Do you think I'm joking? I'm serious.
You gonna be one of them people? See. This is no, because
this is like
because you ain't get the second boss battle.
Yeah, bro. I am, Superman. Dude. I am so what's the word? I have PTSD, so I'm buying every cover for that one. But this is like a once in a lifetime situation. Like it's rare that we're gonna see this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very rare that we're going to see a crossover like this. That's this fire. I can't like. If they were to do like a Batman and Captain America, like I would buy every variant, bro. I mean, like I just would, or like a Batman and Black Panther. Like I gotta buy every variant comic. So, I'm buying all the variant covers, at least the ones that I find fire. Like this, like the freaking black suit Spider-Man with black suit Superman. Come on, bro, instant banger. So yeah, I am gonna make sure that I cop up that. I'm really excited. Oh, dude, I cannot wait for this, bro.
It's going to be this comic is going to be so good, and it's oh my gosh! I just wonder like what villain they're going to put in here.
Our story's gonna be packed, bro. Our story's gonna be super packed. To be honest,
you said what?
Our story's gonna be super packed. I'll make sure,
bro. It's going to be
make
bad,
sure that,
bro.
Yeah.
We got to get there like early.
Yeah, thank God I already pulled like all of my variants are already ordered. Like I think I have like 3 variants that are already ordered, so that should be cool.
No,
but
who was? Oh, I can't call off now. Dang. I was low-key about to call off that day.
But no, this is gonna be a great. This is honestly comics. Comics are cooking right now, so we're in a good time comic. Other than Ultimate Endgame, I read that second issue, bro. I'm not gonna lie, Carter. I dropped the whole thing. I'm not finishing that series
It
at
was
all.
so
Yeah,
bad. It was
I
so
dropped the whole
bad,
thing.
bro.
Yeah, I dropped the whole thing. And there's just too many good comics like that, like Captain America's Fire, Black Panther, Intergalactic. Like there's too much, too many,
That's
too
good.
many good stories. Yo, did you read that second issue already or no,
Yeah, it's so good,
bro?
It's so good.
His Bass talking to his clone. She was, bro. When she says like, yo, like I know it's not you, but like you are needed in order for like Wakanda to be pushed forward. So I'm gonna let you rock out, bro. I was just like, bro, I was legit like,
So,
I was going crazy,
bro. If they do like the intergalactic type thing for Black Panther 3 and they do something like this, imagine, bro, if Damson Idris is just it's just a clone of T'Challa.
Well, dude, so I talked about this last week, last Thursday, I think, about because there's a rumor that they are going to space after Secret Wars, and I think that's the perfect way to reset everything. Because I mean, Chadwick Boseman was like he is the grounded Wakanda guy, right? But if you do a Damson Idris, you take him to space and you make them an intergalactic empire, and you get to involve Bast, the Black Panther goddess, which I think was the biggest failure of the Black Panther verse, is that which is why I love Moon Knight, because they understood like the avatar and the god behind them thing, with him and Khonshu. By the way, that movie gets too much hate, or that show gets too much hate. Moon Knight is fire.
Literally, it's so good.
Arguably the best top Disney 3. Plus show. Arguably one of the best.
I would give top 3, not best.
Who's your number one? Don't say Daredevil. That's crazy.
Daredevil.
Take. You don't have
love Daredevil.
See, like unbiased Loki has to be the best.
Okay, unbiased. I would say Loki.
Like, unbiased, you got to say Loki. Second, Daredevil. Okay, I respect that. But Loki, I would go Loki. I'm going WandaVision, and then I'm going Moon Knight, and then I'm going Daredevil. Daredevil was good. Yeah, I'm going Daredevil fourth. Do you like Hawkeye?
I just really like Daredevil. Oh, I really like Hawkeye.
Hawkeye was fire.
Hawkeye's definitely in my top 5.
And you also liked Echo, right? Yeah, that's your favorite hero. Yo, if Dallas capes for Echo, bro, he's getting kicked off the show. I promise you. Bro, if he capes for Echo today, I am blocking his number and he's getting kicked off the show. 100%.
He's going to. You already know this. I don't even know why you're trying to fight him.
Yeah, feminist Dallas, bro. Is that apple juice?
Mm-hmm.
You are such a child. Grow up, man.
Wait, time out. No, don't start.
Yo, bro is drinking apple juice at $40.
No, don't start,
You're
bro.
a nasty man. You're a nasty man.
You want to talk, Stevie?
Okay, next topic. Man. We're going to yeah. All right, let's just leave that there, man. Let's leave that there, man. Save that for the Thursday show. I'll play. I said Thursday show because you're not on there. That's why I said that. Like, yo, so I'm saying.
No, don't worry. I'll make it a point to be on this Thursday.
I'm not sending you the join link, bro. No.
No, that's crazy. That's gatekeeping.
I'll just play him. All right. Now, Chris Hemsworth talked about Thor. He confirmed that he will return as Thor a couple more times after Avengers Doomsday. I wanted to question: do you want Thor to stay as Thor post Secret Wars, or would you want a rebooted Thor?
I want him to stay as Thor. I think he still has a lot of time left. Pause. Let me just pause this before I say it, because we know how some people be. Chris Hemsworth is still he's still in his prime. He can still
he's still hot.
He could still okay, all right, okay. See, but you ain't even pause that. That's the crazy part.
Go.
But he can still keep going for at least 5-10 more years. He's perfectly capable of doing it. Now, on the other hand, Chris Evans, I think he's more on the I think he could probably do 5 more years. But RDJ, low key, keep him Dr. Doom. Don't even change him back to Iron Man.
I feel like with Thor, bro, like he's a character that you can grow old with. You know what I mean? As long as Thor, because Thor can change the shape from like a lean husky to like a burly, type of person. Like he can just bulk and keep it
But
chill instead of having to be all, like leaned out. So I think that like Chris Hemsworth should play Thor until he's like 60, bro, 65, because
well,
you can grow old with Thor and he's still the same powerful character.
and the even better part is that I guess so, because like I mean like with Thor, the older he gets, the stronger he gets.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, Chris Hemsworth could just play Thor until he feels like he just wants to give it up. Like
Yeah. Just like Hugh Jackman playing like Wolverine, as long as he gets
Wolverine,
into
yeah,
some
it,
type
it
of shape as
works.
possible. Yeah. And also like right, like think about this, like
Well, to a certain extent, it works with Hugh Jackman.
yeah. Yeah, true. But also look, right, like think about this though, like Thor, like the reboot needs to focus on Thor reestablishing Asgard. And he needs to be the clear king. No Odin, no Loki. He's the pure king. He needs to kids, like he needs to like Thor needs to be established in a better way. They haven't done a really good job of establishing Thor. And even like I was even pissed off that Thor was still fat after he got the hammers. And that was a Chris Hemsworth, he asked for that. I'm like, bro, why would you want to stay fat when you're fighting against Thanos? Like that to me was so
Yeah.
stupid.
Like
Also,
like
bro,
when the lightning hit him, like he should have immediately like all the fat should have been off.
yeah. That just means
Like
that he
all the
wasn't in
fat should have
shape.
been off. His hair should have been shaved. Like
Yeah,
he should
he
have
looked
like
corny.
immediately like got like a crazy glow up.
He looked so whack at the end battle, which we don't
But
talk
like
about enough.
that's what like that's what like the actual God Thor like looks like though. Like he's just a fat, long haired guy.
Yeah.
Like
And well, thank gosh that this isn't God of War Ragnarok, and that this is the MCU where Thor's way cooler, by the way. I don't like fat Thor. I don't like fat anything, to be honest. But so to be honest, I don't want my Thor fat. I don't want my Iron Man
Guy
fat.
Gardner.
I don't want my Captain America fat. Yeah, I don't want my Guy Gardner fat. I'm good. Keep him fit, bro. Don't even get me started with Guy Gardner, bro. That makes me angry. But yeah, man, I think Thor needs to. I think you do Thor 5. You put him as a regular, maybe not a regular on the Avengers roster, but really like build out Asgard to be something. But like the question, like, are there any other characters from Thor's gallery that you could really expound on other than him having a kid?
I mean, I guess you could say like give him more like solo-ness to his movies. Like a part of me feels like a lot of the other like all like the other like Thor movies, they kind of like have like some like other major character in them. Like they always had Loki or Odin, or like in Ragnarok he had Hawk and Hela. Like granted, Hela's the villain, so like I guess I can't say Hela, but like still like there's like a part of me feels like in the Thor movies, like they were decent, but like he was kind of like always riding the coattails of another character. Like can we give him a movie where he's like the guy that's like taking over like the whole thing? Like I want
Yeah,
him to like take over his own movie and not
they
like
treat
have to
yeah
like worry about somebody else.
they treat Thor a lot like the Hawk, like which I don't think the Hawk needs a movie. He's a one trick pony character. I think the Hawk is one of the corniest characters ever. A lot of people might not agree. I think he's so whack. Like he's a crash out, cool, but like what else is there to him? The Hawk is one of the most glazed characters of all time. But yeah. The question I have is like, what else do you do with Thor? Like after he becomes king of Asgard, he establishes his kingdom. What do you do? And that's the question.
Well, he already went up against Zeus. He already went up against Soldier. Like,
And bro, and maybe I need to get some more Thor. You know what? We can find out right now. Hold on.
but I mean, I guess my thing is like, give him like sticking like Roman gods to go up against.
Okay, here's what we have. Marvel Encyclopedia. Let's see. Let's see if there's more to Thor. Okay, let's see. We're in S. Let me get the T. Thor. Okay. Stormy times. A second incarnation of the Thunder God appeared when Thor merged his spirit with Earth architect Eric Masterson. Thor mastered temporary exile for apparently killing Loki, and Masterson carried on passing as Thor. That's whack. Also, why? What? What's so funny,
You said, "Oh, that's whack."
dude? Like, I just don't like. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, Beta Ray builds a big part. Yeah, bro. Pretty much everything has been. I'm pretty sure not everything has been done, but like, and maybe I need to get more into Thor comics. Like, maybe that's what I need to do. But like,
But there's no Thor comics out.
this ain't moving me. Also, bro, do you want to hear the original Thunderbolts team? Thank gosh that they didn't go with this. Blizzard, Songbird, Joystick, Charcoal, Beetle, Atlas, Speed Demon, and Radioactive Man. What would have been a terrible team? Oh my goodness. But anyways,
Imagine being named Radioactive Man.
I'm trying to look at like story here. Heroes, I'm gonna make our like Ragnarok, it seems like that's his greatest story, you know? And it's like, what do you do post Ragnarok? Like,
At this point, like the more and more we talk about it, maybe bro should just not get his own movie. Maybe we should put him like on a team or something like that.
well, no, because they already built up to the Hercules thing, so you can make a big war between him and Hercules and Zeus.
But like we already had Zeus. Granted, it was in Love and Thunder, but like which was atrocious of a movie. But like
Would you mind a movie where he goes up, where he becomes the leader of Asgard and he has to fight Hercules?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but like if we're looking at box office, it would do horrible.
Or maybe like, you know, Kratos just pops up. I'm playing. I'm just kidding.
Definitely not Kratos.
Yeah, I was kidding. Yeah, I honestly don't know what they would do, bro. I'll be honest with you. Like, as I said, maybe I'm just not well versed enough, and I need to get some more Thor volume comics, which I'm way open to, but I don't see much. But like I don't know. I don't know. Okay, and yeah, I just don't know. I feel like Thor works best in team up movies. You know, whenever yeah.
A lot of his more like iconic stuff was in team ups, so it's like we already had Gore. Did we have the Destroyer already?
Yeah, he was in Thor 1.
The Executioner.
Yeah, but he was kind of whack.
They
made him a comedy guy in Thor Ragnarok.
Mangog.
I don't even know what that is.
But like, Surtur.
But there has to be some cool Thor story. You know what I mean? That's not Ragnarok.
Enchantress.
Ooh, that would be fun. That's a character that they could have possibly explored. That would be fun. We haven't seen her yet.
That would be two villains.
Yeah, she's one of his. She's one of his biggest. Is she one of his biggest villains?
Yeah, because she said she's an Asgardian sorceress. Uses magic and seduction to manipulate others, and she often teams up with villains like Scourge.
Well, Scourge is dead, so we can't see Scourge.
Yeah.
Scourge died. He was Corey too in Ragnarok. So, okay. Next topic here. Samuel L. Mr. Jackson. So, is Samuel Jackson in the Batman 2? This is a wild rumor that came out, okay? So, as of February 17th today, Samuel Jackson is heavily rumored to be in talks for a role in the Batman Part 2. But his involvement has not been officially confirmed by DC Studios or by Matt Reeves. So, let's talk about these sources. The reports began circulating yesterday, claiming that Jackson is negotiating for a pivotal role. The connection here is that fans have pointed out the irony that this potential Marvel to DC jump, as he obviously because he's famously betrayed Nick Fury in the MCU, but for some reason the Russos don't want to use Nick Fury. Don't know why, but like it's crazy how Nick Fury was the center of all the Avengers films and a lot of the early MCU, and then in the biggest movies of all time, we low-key forgot that he like existed and we didn't care. like when I'm watching in Infinity War and like Endgame, I'm not saying, dang, I wish Nick Fury. I said Fury. I was like, dang, I wish Nick Fury was here. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you think about him at all? No, which is crazy because he's such a pivotal role. Which I don't think he would have made the movie like worse. I mean, he's a really good character. So look, now while Jackson's status remains unconfirmed, there are several major actors Locked in for the sequel: Robert Pattinson, Jeffrey Wright, Andy Serkis, Colin Farrell, Barry Keoghan. Sebastian Stan is confirmed to play Harvey Dent. Two-Face and Scarlett Johansson has reportedly joined the cast as Gilda Dent. So the cast is looking to be sharp, and we're excited to see what's going to happen. But how do you feel about Samuel L. Jackson possibly joining the Batman Part 2? Does that shock you?
At first, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, what would he play for real? And then I was like, oh, I have an easy answer for who he could possibly play. He's probably gonna just play Lucius. Like, he's probably just gonna play Lucius Fox.
I didn't even think about that, bro.
Like,
Holy
that's probably who
crap.
he's going to play, and
Well,
it would work perfectly in this universe.
dude, I didn't even think about that, bro. Which means Batman's about to get a massive upgrade.
Yeah,
Dude, I didn't even think about that.
and he
I
and
totally
he would,
forgot about
and he
Lucius.
would be really good at it too.
Dude, why didn't I even think about that? That's yo, Morgan Freeman was a great Lucius, bro.
It was Morgan Freeman. I was like, did Samuel L. Jackson already play Lucius? But it was Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, he was great as Lucius, bro. I forgot about Lucius, bro. That's crazy. He definitely has to be that, bro. Definitely. There's no other character he would be if it's that gotta be Lucius Fox, bro.
It has to. It has to be Lucius.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't believe you didn't think
crazy.
about that. That was the first
Dude.
person that came up to mind when I saw it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it didn't even cross my mind, bro. I honestly didn't think about a casting. I was just thinking about like, shouldn't this dude be in Doomsday?
Well, yeah. Well, not Doomsday. I would say because when's filming for Batman start? Does it start this summer?
I don't know. It should, because the movie comes out next year. So
So, but I mean, like, still, like, he could still possibly be in Doomsday
yeah,
because they already wrapped filming. Aren't the reshoots done?
they're reshooting right now.
They're still reshooting.
I'm pretty sure, or they're doing it's called additional photography. That's the word.
Oh, so they're
Additional
reshooting.
photography. Yeah.
Got it. But I mean, yeah, nah. I think he could still be in Doomsday, but be in the Batman Part 2, or my bad, in Vengeance 2.
Who calls that? Who calls it that?
They said that it's a possible title.
That would be so bad. Vengeance Part 2. That's trash. Ew. They gotta stop. I'm vengeance. Okay, bro. We
Oh no,
get it. You got trauma, bro. Huh?
It showed up on my Twitter yesterday as a possible. They were saying
I'm
it's a possible.
I'm not
title.
a biggest fan of. I'm not a biggest fan of someone saying I'm vengeance. Like,
But I mean, like, it fits Batman though. Like, it's happened. Like, he said that before. I just didn't want him to say like, everyone wants to hear like I'm Batman. Like, no one wants to hear I'm Vengeance, bro.
yeah, Vengeance Part 2 is crazy, bro. That's a terrible name.
Did you see
You
it?
gotta just yeah. I'm looking right now, and people are just saying that's a terrible name. That's
I was
bad.
trying to call you about it yesterday.
Vengeance Part 2. That's terrible. Oh my goodness, that's trash. Okay. So yeah, I mean, if Samuel L. Jackson is playing Lucius, count me in. You know, and I don't really care about casting unknown actors because this is the Batman universe. This is a limited universe, probably the Batman movie that we're going to get. So why not go with a star-studded cast? Right?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
not?
100%.
Why not shoot
I'm not
for
gonna-
the stars?
If they make a third one, like, they need to give up.
Yeah, if they make a third one, then yeah, they're stupid.
They might as
cancel-
well make this universe like in the DCU if they make a third one.
I agree, which would be weird because everything's so realistic. So
Yeah.
they'll have to figure that out. Plus, I mean, I hope that a Penguin season 2 isn't in the works either, so James Gunn can really flesh this out. If he ever gets to it at this point, because he's so busy doing other stuff. Okay, now let's get to the Lanterns logo. Is this
You're not gonna
logo
look at the
trash?
comics or the comments?
We don't have any today, bro. That's strike one, Bella. Okay. Now let's get to the Lanterns graphic. Question: Is this Lanterns graphic corny?
Low key, yeah. Where's the green?
So there's a little green in the bottom, but it doesn't look green. It looks like it's like
But like,
desert.
where's like the lantern logo? Like,
These are the small things, bro, that like I talk about. You know,
yeah,
like
low key, they could have made like they could have put the lantern logo to like replace the E.
Yeah, or just had the ring show through the words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, I want to know who's in charge of branding, who's making these decisions, and why is it so plain? You know, why is it called lanterns? Why isn't it called Green Lanterns? Like, these are questions that I have for the DCU and for their team. This is terrible marketing.
May-
Yeah, they need to take whoever
maybe
did
it's-
Superman and make them do lanterns.
Maybe it's because like maybe they're calling it lanterns because you said like what's it called? We're supposed to have what's his name in this? Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name.
John Stewart,
No.
Hal Jordan,
Yellow
Gardner?
Lantern.
Sinestro.
Sinestro, that's what it is. Sinestro. They're supposed to have Sinestro in it, so maybe that's why it's called lanterns. Maybe we're gonna get more like they're gonna talk more about like the other like
He is
lantern
in
corps.
this. He is in this. Sinestro is in this show.
But that's my point. Like maybe they're gonna talk about the other lantern corps. Maybe they're gonna talk about the red, yellow, and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, but it's just like I just want a cool logo, but I honestly don't care, you know. But I do understand why people are complaining. Like they're like, yo, like they could put more effort into this. This seems so corny. I get it. I just don't care. I really don't. I want to see footage.
Change the title.
Oh, sorry, brother. I want to see footage. You know what I mean? Like that's what I want to see, Carter.
Facts. How do we
I don't
not
care about
have
any
a
of this.
trailer yet? Is the question. Let's think about that earlier. I was like, we don't know anything about this.
We also don't know. Well, all that we know is that this is like a murder mystery detective show. But like, there's not even a release date
That's what I'm saying.
because it was supposed to come out this month.
Like
Or-
exactly my
or
point. We were supposed to
it was come
already
on
be watching it.
Yeah, bro. It was supposed to come out in January, which is crazy. Massive fumblage.
Yeah.
So, I
James
mean,
Gunn's fumbling bad.
what do y'all want to say about this logo? Like, and this was said on TikTok. I was like, what do y'all want me to say? You know what I mean? Like,
Low key,
it's
it
a
looks
freaking
like
logo.
it looks like they told James Gunn told someone like, hey, I need a logo in like the next like 10 minutes. Just make me some real quick. And they forgot ChatGPT was the thing. And they said, you know what? Let me just write the word lanterns.
Dude, this looks like a Chat GBT logo, bro. For real. Just switch up the words with a Loreverse. Nah, our Loreverse logo looks way even better than this crap, bro. Honestly, bro. This is terrible.
Nah,
need to-
it is really bad.
They need to get it. But isn't it funny how it feels like with like James Gunn stuff, there's like a lot more effort, but when it's everybody else's stuff, it's like trash.
Well, because he's probably not like he's not pushing it. Like the difference between Kevin Feige and say James Gunn is that Kevin Feige actually pushes stuff, which I'm surprised that James Gunn hasn't learned anything from Kevin Feige at this point. Because Kevin Feige is low-key one of the reasons why the Guardians did so well.
Feige doesn't also direct. I think the thing with James Gunn is like, I think bro's just busy because he's directing. You know what I mean? And if you're so busy directing, like, do you have time to be the president? And I understand you have a co-president, but from what I learned, Peter Safran handles the business side, you know, and James Gunn handles the creative side. But is James Gunn actually handling the creative side, bro? If he's always like out on the road and out directing his own stuff, you know what I mean? Like this will now be 3 projects that he's directed. You're the president, bro. You're not the director. Like you need to be doing president things, which is like ensuring the direction of the DC universe.
Well, clearly, bro's got some sort of trust issues. We saw how he was like what happened during Peacemaker season 2.
Yeah, and the question is like, if you're the only one that could do these projects, then you don't need to be running this DCU.
Yeah, give it to somebody else.
And here's the thing: what if Lanterns is the best DCU project that we've seen? What happens then?
Yeah, and like to be honest with you, I know you said this before, but like low key, they should hire Duffer Brothers
To do what?
to like do the Justice League
I've
movies.
never said that before.
You literally have.
I think
maybe not live, but like you said it to me before.
Are you sure I didn't say the Spider-Verse guys?
No, you said Duffer.
I did?
Yeah.
I rescind that comment.
I don't.
I think that they could be the next Russos, but you got to give them some. Like, I would like them to do like Batman.
Dude, Duffers. No, I think the Duffers would be perfect just because of the fact that, for one, it's not like Stranger Things. Stranger Things they had to make up their own stuff for, and like they had to make up their own lore. That's why everyone talks about how. Oh, geez, I don't know if this is me or if it's him. Oh, I was by myself. Oh, this is fun. Hello?
Hold on, yo, you hear me?
Yeah, now I can't, bro. Now I can't stick in. Now it's not even showing me the second screen, bro.
You see me? You see? Do you see me now? You hear me? Sorry, y'all. We were having technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on right now, but our live stream is going crazy right now. We're trying to fix it. Let me just and of course Dallas joins. Hey, Dallas, you hear me? Hey, you hear me? Hey, Dallas, you hear me? Do you hear me? I don't think anyone hears me right now. Hello? Guys, I don't know what's going on. Let me check my thing right here. Check my sounds working. Hello? So I can't hear myself. I just can't hear everyone else. But yeah, guys, while they're figuring it out, Lanterns, man, I just don't know, bro. Like, I don't know what James Gunn's doing, bro. I feel like, I don't know. Like this, I don't know if this movie is a make or break per se, but hey, you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know where Carter went. He went somewhere. But so we were talking about the Lanterns logo, bro, and basically I was saying how like this logo is corny. and Carter, he also agreed.
Is that the logo?
Yeah.
It says Lantern?
Yeah, that's the logo.
Oh, that's Wookiee chips.
Yeah, bro. And like, bro, bro, it's the little things, man. And it seems like with the DCU, bro, like James Gunn drops the ball. He's dropping the ball on a lot. And I think this is one of those things that the ball's being dropped on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just don't know. I just don't know what they're going to do at this point, bro, because it's just kind of suspect how all this is going on.
They couldn't even like do like a ring signet for like the E or A
Dude,
or something.
I wanted them to put the ring in the logo. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
put the shape in the logo. But I guess they didn't do it, bro, because they suck. I mean, I blame James Gunn, and I think it's because he's directing everything.
You think he stretched too thin?
Yeah, I mean, bro, think about this, bro. You're a president of a studio, and you're directing movies. Like that's a lot of work, you know. Like that's a lot of work when you're directing your own stuff, and you also got to run this freaking company that has multiple movies and projects. Not to mention toy stuff. Like it's not. He does all that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he's cooked. Carter, you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. I
don't know what just happened.
Yeah, I don't know either. Did you make like a whole new thing?
No. What you mean?
No,
But
I don't know. I don't know.
But what were you saying?
Oh, I don't even remember at this point. I'm over here like trying to like figure out because I like looked on YouTube because I'm like, am I the one that's lagging? And then like you just like went off the screen, and then I looked at YouTube, and then I tried to get back on, and then my whole screen went black, and then it just wasn't good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it's whatever, bro. We're here. Okay.
My computer started tweaking.
Yeah, bro. All right. I don't know. It just flipped to a screen. I have no idea. And I'll just exit out. Okay. let's get to the next topic here. So we get a first look at the leaked. So we get a first potential leaked look at the Hulk, and boy, oh boy, the Hulk looks crazy, bro. Like the Hulk
Yeah,
looks
that's what I
freaking
look
human.
like for real.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's apparently what the Hulk is going to look like in Spider-Man Brand New Day, dude. That's the biggest he's ever looked.
Yeah, that's what I look like for real.
How many times you gonna say it, bro? We ignored you the first time. But you sound like an idiot, and now you're saying it again.
See, the rage bait would work, but I'm above such things.
Okay.
But you're not above like trying to glaze yourself,
No, not at all. Not at all.
because like we
Hell,
all know you
human
don't
for
look.
real.
You want to talk about glazing, Dallas?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about it.
Hell, human. I ain't gonna lie.
Time out. Forget Dallas. We want to talk about glazing. Stevie's the main glazer here.
Don't
Yeah,
be-
I forgot. We're letting Stevie slide with a little too much.
Yeah, we can't let him slide, bro. We can't
But
let
look.
him slide.
Okay. Question: how do y'all feel about this Hawk look though?
I thought he was supposed to be gray.
I guess not. Maybe he's both. Maybe it's two Hawks. Maybe it's three Hawks. I don't know. But how you think this? How you think the Hawk looks?
Yo, imagine
It's
having
good.
imagine having three Hawks just like jumping around New York City,
That's not what he said though. He asked, "How do you think he looks?" So,
bro.
just think about
See, the rage bait doesn't work. Look at you, it's not working. But not honestly.
Anyway, I think he looks good. I mean, I like the buffness of him. That sounded weird. Pause.
Huskiness.
Yeah, I like his. He looks dumb, like he's supposed to when he talks. Like you
Y'all
can tell there's
honestly-
just nothing going on inside his head.
Yeah. Y'all honestly have missed the past like 2 weeks of fire topics because last Thursday I talked about the rumors that the Hulk is going to kill Spider-Man. You know what I mean, in the end of the movie, this dude's definitely going to kill Spider-Man, bro. Like, there's no way he looks this husky and he doesn't murder
Spider-Man.
Peter Parker.
Spider-Man murks him, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Peter Parker? Yeah, no way.
Peter Parker murks him, bro.
You're
Miles
tripping if you don't
Morales
think-
murks him.
You're tripping if you don't think Spider-Man's whooping the Hawk.
You have more of an edge saying that Miles does, not Spider-Man. Not because Miles
What?
is more powerful. Miles is more powerful than Spider-Man the
But
OG.
Spider-Man's a better. Like Peter Parker is a better fighter than Miles.
No, he's not. Miles will cook.
Peter Parker in the comics. Peter Parker without his.
Only-
Yo, well, no.
Miles-
In the comics.
Miles
Yo, in
will
the
fry
comics-
Peter Parker, bro.
Yo, in the comics,
Miles-
Peter Parker. No, listen. In the comics, Peter Parker without his powers fried Miles Morales.
No,
Peter
he
Parker
not.
without his powers.
No,
Look
he
at
not.
it. This is comic accurate. Without his powers, fried Miles Morales.
Carter,
I'm not
Carter,
gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to agree with Dallas. If Miles Morales didn't have his electricity, bro, and like all this extra stuff, bro,
100%.
Peter's cooking Miles.
100%.
Especially
That's the only reason why Miles wins.
especially a season Peter cooked
Oh my
Miles
God.
Morales without his powers.
But here's the thing: you guys are saying if he doesn't, he does. So Miles Morales cooks
That's
him,
what I
bro.
just said. That's what I said.
Yeah.
But with his powers, he's cooking Peter.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. He's
No,
a way
no.
more powerful Spider-Man than Peter. Did you not watch Spider-Verse?
Peter Parker. How are you just skipping over the part that Peter Parker, without his powers, beat Miles Morales with his powers?
But Dallas, that's the thing is that it's
Miguel
like-
O'Hara, bro. Miguel O'Hara will cook Peter Parker, bro.
he would.
Okay, why are we talking about Miguel here?
Because like he's not the end all be all. Like Peter's not the end. He's not like Peter is
Nobody
the
was
best.
talking about Miguel O'Hara.
No, but like it's like the Flash, right? Barry is the best Flash. I agree, he's the best Flash, but he's not the most powerful Flash. Like Wally would cook Barry easily. You know what
We're
I'm
not
saying?
comparing them. We're comparing Miles and Peter. Why are we bringing up Miguel?
Because I'm saying like there's levels to this when it comes to power. Peter, I don't think Peter is the most powerful Spider-Man. I don't think Peter would beat Miles in a fight with Miles' powers. Like if we were talking like peak Miles and peak Peter Parker, Miles Morales' powers are too off the chain, bro. All Miles would have to do is crash out, and then the dude could turn freaking invisible, bro. Like, come on, they made Miles OP, bro.
and not even just that, like, bro, Peter, he just wouldn't he wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't. If Miles had his like all of his powers and everything, like Peter stands no chance.
Do you know what's also hilarious? I feel like we have yet to see like grown up Miles in comics. You know what I mean? Like and I might be wrong, but I don't think we've seen an adult Miles yet, have we? and adult Miles Morales.
Is Dallas still here?
Yeah, I think he's like doing like research, trying to find the comics.
Oh, there he goes. But I mean, I don't think we have either.
Yeah,
Like,
but yeah, I mean,
I-
yeah. But the Hulk looks insane, bro. Look at them delts, bro. Oh my goodness, bro.
hey, yo,
Looking at another grown man like that, chill.
yeah, facts.
Like,
Bro,
wait,
he looked good, bro. Nah, he looked.
You
Nah.
want to take a nibble or something?
Body's T. Body's T.
Waist snatch body tea.
Yeah, weight snatch body T, bro. For real. He like what's that dude named C-Bum in his prime, Mr. Olympia.
Why are you comparing him to other men? Like low-key, I don't know. You're starting to weird me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me? Don't backpage me. You wanna indulge in your
Okay. Now let's not WHB.
Are you done? Are you done talking?
Yo, who are you? Like,
Okay, let's get to the next topic here. Echo. So this is Carter's favorite character in the MCU. So so guys, Carter sent me this saying, guys, I'm so excited. I hope this is true. So the actress, her name is Alaqua Cox. She teased her return as Echo. So she reposted on her Instagram story a picture of Echo saying, Alaqua Cox announcements coming soon. Tell us where you want to see her. And yeah, she reposted a pic of her as like Echo. So here's the question for you guys. Now, Carter, I know you're a massive fan. You love Echo. She's your favorite superhero, female superhero of all time. I know it's like Echo, then it's Wonder Woman, then it's Black Widow, then it's Donna Troy. So the question that I have for you is, why do you want to see Echo back in the MCU? Because like Echo's your favorite. I mean, you legit said earlier that your ranking is Echo, Loki, and Daredevil. So why do you want to see Echo back in the MCU?
Stevie, don't make me pull out the government because the brain veins low key working.
Why do you,
bro?
Should Echo come back?
Shut up. If I see this, I don't know what she is. If I see her deaf behind in this movie, the movie's called Echo. Echo. What echo is she hearing? Nothing. Bro, no, bro. I'm getting tired of this, bro.
What echo is she hearing?
No, bro. I am so like,
bro. Her senses are heightened. Remember, bro.
I don't care. She's not Daredevil. Don't ever disrespect Daredevil like that.
Yo, bro. No, by the way, bro.
What I'm hearing is Carter is comparing Daredevil to Echo. And of course, Carter wants to compare the male character to the strong female character because, as we already know, Carter hates strong female characters. that's what Carter's doing right now. He's just hating because
no, but Daredevil does pop up in her show though. So I mean, it's valid to be the criticism. But here's the weird thing: Echo and Daredevil have romance, and I always thought, like, how does a blind dude date a deaf girl? Like, how does that work? No, seriously though, like, how does Daredevil and Echo work? Because she's deaf and Daredevil's blind. I always wondered, like, you know, like even when they fought each other, I'm like she can't hear this dude, bro. I mean, she see him, but it's like, how do they communicate? Like, he can't do sign language. He's blind. You know what I mean? So,
well, I'm gonna need y'all to stop hitting on her. She is a strong, motivated female character. She's dealing with struggles in her life.
Can you kick him,
bro? Wait.
She has dealt with adversity. She has dealt with more adversity than you, Carter.
Dallas, all right, Dallas.
Well,
if
that's the case,
Carter, hold on, Dallas. You have 5 seconds to answer this question. Okay, what was the first MCU project Echo popped up in? Yeah, you can't say that.
Typical.
Bro is caving for a character he's never watched. You probably didn't even know Echo existed until just now.
No, I watched the show.
Wait, you watched Echo?
Yeah, part of it.
What happened in the show?
I don't know. I turned it off after like 5 minutes.
No. That shows a
But it wasn't because of her. It wasn't because of her. Because she is a strong, motivated female character, and she has She's got with genuine struggles in her life that
Dude,
make her a
always trying to
compelling
milk something.
protagonist.
Bro,
You're
I'll
trying
be
to milk
honest,
it to
bro.
the end.
Yo, no. Yelena
You
is
love
way better,
milking
bro.
things. What are you talking about?
Bro. Yelena is a way better character. Kate from freaking Hawkeye, better. Come on, dog. Stop it.
They're also wonderful female characters, wonderful female leads. Honestly, we need more female leads. Like there should be more female leads than male leads in MCU because when the female leads are in the movies, it just makes the movies 10 times better. In my personal opinion, but my opinion is correct because it shows it throughout the MCU.
So the Marvels, huh?
So Ironheart.
Yeah, those two
Ironheart,
are
huh?
two of the greatest MCU projects of all time.
So She-Hulk.
Dawes, I'll be honest, bro. Dawes, like all jokes aside, you have to stop this, bro, because we have 2 viewers. We just lost like 3 viewers because you keep on doing this, bro. You
Damn,
gotta
man.
chill. You gotta chill. By the way, I put this center. By the way, I put this center photo in here, right? Because if you look at this center photo with Sam Wilson, the Fantastic Four, Deadpool, Wolverine, Loki, does Echo fit in this? No, she was never meant to be this popular.
She has negative aura.
By the way, and if you introduce her, like remember that girl character in Moon Knight where she ended up becoming like an avatar? That was way better. Like they made her an actual dope character. You know what I'm saying? Where she became an avatar of a Egyptian goddess, but they made her an actual cool character, bro. Like with like Echo. What are we doing, bro? This is the old
I could be getting
Disney
mollywopped,
Plus,
bro.
Yeah, bro. This is the old Disney Plus corny regime. Bruv, I'm good, bro.
Wait, so how does she even tie in?
To the MCU?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically her dad worked for Kingpin, right? And like Kingpin, like she was raised around Kingpin, and basically what ended up happening was Kingpin ended up Hawkeye, when he was Ronin, he murdered her father when he was like a henchman for Kingpin. And basically she held this grudge against him, against Ronin at first, but apparently Kingpin, I forget the exact word, but Kingpin has something to do with her dad's death, which is why she got pissed off and went after Kingpin. Maybe Ronin didn't even kill her dad. I forget, or maybe I forget. But Kingpin has something to do with her dad's death, and she crashed out and shot him in the face. And that happened at the end of Hawkeye. Yeah, she shot him in the eye at the end of Hawkeye. Yeah, so pretty crazy stuff. Okay,
so is she even important, like to the new upcoming phases or anything?
You said what?
Is she important to the new upcoming
No,
project?
no, but apparently no, but she posted a no. So the thought is that with the old Disney Plus regime is pretty much cooked, the good and the bad, and so we're probably never going to see her again. But she teased a photo of her, but I don't think she's coming back. And if she does, the most I will see her come back is probably Daredevil. But if Karen is back, there's no reason for Echo, because the only reason why you would have Echo is if Matt needs a love interest. But Karen's back, so there's no need for Echo. You know what I mean?
Right. All I'm saying is, if Echo is in like Doomsday or anything like that, like I'm not gonna lie, bro, she's cooked in the first 5 minutes.
I mean, there's no way they would put her in Doomsday, bro.
Bro, she's getting whooped. Like I'm not gonna lie, like she's dead in like the first 20 minutes, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you can say same about Hawkeye, Kate, all of them, but there's no way that she's getting in that. There's no way she would be in Doomsday.
You think Daredevil's
Kate,
gonna be?
Kate Bishop deserves to be in Doomsday more than she does.
$100, you know what?
Do you think Daredevil's gonna be in Doomsday?
No, I think he'll be Spider-Man though. Bro, like think about the fact that, bro, we also get a freaking Punisher special on freaking Disney too, bro. Oh my god, the MCU is cooking this year, bro. The MCU is cooking this year. That Punisher special is going to be wild. You said what?
Better than DCU.
Yeah, with that Lanterns logo, it's crazy. But we'll talk about that in, because we have now a extra topics thing where we talk about like free open topics. But last topic of the night before we get into our extra topic segment, Deadpool and Wolverine. So an official rumor is that apparently Deadpool and Wolverine will be the ones sent to Toby's universe to fight against Toby. So that's wild. And the question that I have is, why would they be the ones to fight for? Why would they have to fight Toby?
Yeah. Well,
Now, here's what I think. This is my theory. I think Deadpool Wolverine work for the TVA, and I think that Toby is going to fight against Cyclops and the X-Men. I think Deadpool and Wolverine are going to pop up, fight with Toby against the X-Men. Toby's going to fight against them, thinking that they're trying to destroy his Earth. But then maybe they're trying to tell Toby, like, yo, like your Earth is going regardless, bro. Like you're cooked. You know what I mean? Like you need to come with us. And I think they're the ones that's going to recruit Toby to work with them as they work for the TVA and Loki's multiversal teams. That's my theory behind it.
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I definitely agree with that. I don't think it's going to be like Deadpool and Wolverine trying to like fight Toby and his world. Like, I think it's going to be more of like they're going to be trying to help because they're with the TVA. The TVA, like, I don't, in my opinion, like, it doesn't look like they necessarily like want like these worlds to like go. So it's like
I mean, you're right because Loki's holding all of them together.
Yeah, so it's like if Deadpool and Wolverine are going to be going to Toby's world, they're definitely going to be trying to help him. So that means that if we get like a team of like Magneto, Cyclops, and like I don't know, like some other characters, like and possibly Gambit. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows, bro? To be honest with you,
I think Gambit is a part of the X-Men team, or is he a part of the multiverse team?
Yeah. So that's the only question.
Seeing if Toby fights Cyclops and them like you said, bro's getting fried. Like he's not touching them.
He will cook half of them, but then he
I don't think bro. Toby's Spider-Man is like very powerful.
You just underestimate, but you just underestimate Spider-Man in general, bro. Spider-Man is like that, bro.
What X-Men team is he fighting? Who's he fighting with?
I don't know. I mean, we know Cyclops. We know it's possibly Wolverine. He would get cooked by Wolverine.
He's getting cooked by Wolverine and Cyclops.
Colossus, most likely. Maybe Archangel. He will cook Colossus. Maybe Archangel. That's all that comes to my mind right now. I mean, we don't really know the exact roster. If Magneto's there, Spider-Man's cooked. You know what I mean? So
I think Magneto will be there. To be honest with you, there's no shot they don't have Magneto there.
You said he's cooking Colossus.
100% cooking Colossus. Yeah,
well, if he's fighting all of them, he doesn't have time to focus on Colossus. They're all frying him.
He's fought.
Is it like a 1v1?
Like you also have to think like if it is Deadpool and Wolverine helping him, like, I mean, that would mean something.
It would, but I don't know.
Oh wait, if Magneto's there, do you think we get like a X-Men 97 type deal with Magneto and Wolverine? If Magneto's on that Earth,
where we get like feral Wolverine, you mean?
Yeah, because he took out his adamantium.
No,
I doubt it. They don't have time to build up that story.
Yeah. Technically, Carter's saying that the buildup will be X-Men the 97, but I would say no because right now they're at the time when the first mutant came out, which was Apocalypse, so they're in like the Egyptian times right now.
But like, I mean, that fight would be interesting because Wolverine has connections to Magneto and all them. So it's
maybe Hugh Jackman's world it already happened where he was for Wolverine. But the thing with the X-Men though in Doomsday is that they're rumored to be in a utopia where the mutants live in harmony with humans. Yeah. So it's a whole different situation. Versus the X-Men 97, Magneto built Genosha. Genosha gets destroyed by Sentinels. You know, whole different situation. Magneto gets cooked. You know, so that scene was crazy when Gambit sacrifices his life and then Magneto basically bags Rogue. Magneto's a nasty man. Doing a Rogue and Magneto relationship, I think that was so weird, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I hated Gambit going, bro. Like, why is it always like the favorite character having to sacrifice their life? Like, bro, shit. Like, bro, take Beast or something, bro.
I also just thought that Magneto's relationship was weird. I don't know about y'all. I thought it was weird. I wasn't the biggest fan of Magneto's relationship with Rogue. It just and Rogue's accent was so annoying. Oh my gosh, it drove me nuts. Hey, Gambit, I hated it, bro. It was so annoying.
No, but like seriously, like they could have taken Beast, and I wouldn't care.
What?
Yeah,
not Beast.
I would not have blinked, bro.
I love Beast
over Gambit, bro.
I'm not that big of a Gambit guy.
Yeah, we could tell.
Yeah, you probably could. MCU saving big announcements for this year's D23 Expo. Predictions: Secret Wars cast come out on stage. Ryan Coogler and Black Panther cast update to fans. X-Men reboot cast will be announced. I think T'Challa's coming out at Comic-Con, bro. I do. I think Damson Ninja is coming out at T'Challa at Comic-Con. I think 2026 is going to be the biggest Comic-Con of all time. And best believe I will be home streaming the whole thing. As of now. So just know that Saturday, we're and guys, if you want, I can set up a live stream at my house where we have like different podcast mics, and we could do a live reaction to Comic-Con and look at the news as it's going. If y'all want to do that, y'all let me know.
I have a life outside of the pod. I have like
Dallas will be there.
Exactly. Yeah. So yes, but we'll but yeah, this Comic-Con is gonna be crazy because Carter, imagine if they announce DCU Batman, right? They announce freaking T'Challa. Oh my gosh, bro. I think they're dumb for not. You know what? I'm gonna just add this into our extra talk. All right, we already got done that topic. All right, now let's talk about some extra stuff because I need to get some stuff off my chest. Do you guys think that the DCU is cooked?
Yeah. No.
Okay, so here's the question, right? How could James Gunn save the DCU? Like, what does he need to do?
Putting more focus on like the main characters and not Peacemaker and characters and like his like animated films. We've already gotten enough animated DC stuff. We need good like we need the actual characters that like people care about. If he can switch his attention on that, then like I'll be fine with it. But like we also talked about like a couple weeks ago, like I low-key think like yeah, like do I think he's doing a bad job right now? Like yes, but like at the same time, like at some point we kind of just have to trust, bro. Like we kind of just like he's like he's already like I think Superman was a good movie. Like I think it may have been like the best movie ever in DC history.
What?
Like Superman.
You think Superman is the best DC film ever?
Yeah.
You serious?
Dead serious.
You serious? Better
dead serious.
Better than Batman Forever?
Ooh. Nah. Second best.
Batman Forever is the greatest.
Second best.
Batman Forever is the best DC film of all time. Val.
Now Dallas is about to say both the Wonder Woman movies.
No, Wonder Woman 1 is top 3 all time, hands down. It's also, by the way, Batman Begins, bro, top 3, bro. Batman Begins is so fire.
Nah,
we're counting the animated movies.
No. We're talking live action DC movies. I'm saying
that's still a bad take.
What's a bad take?
That's got to be one of the worst takes I've ever heard you say in general. I've ever heard on the show.
That what?
Is Superman is the #1 DCU movie of all time?
Carter said that, not me.
Carter.
What?
I realized like how far you've fallen, but I didn't realize it was this far. Like that's gotta like I know it's raised me. Like I know it because I know you're not that dumb.
All right.
It's really
hold on, Dallas. Other than your extra pointless commentary, can you talk about why it's a bad take?
Because it's a bad movie.
Why is Superman?
I would take any of the Aquaman movies over this DCU Superman movie.
No, Aquaman 1 is definitely better than Superman. You are right.
Superman was such a flat, uninteresting movie. It wasn't even engaging. I could have fallen asleep in the theater. The only reason why I didn't is because I felt like I needed to watch it because it's the start of the brand new of DCU. No, it was not. There was no engagement. I don't even think the actor was that good. He was okay. He was fine for his role. I mean, Lois Lane was annoying as all get out. The only redeeming part of the movie was what's his name? The other guy that was like, he had that girl that revealed. It's the biggest.
Olsen.
Superman's friend. Yeah, Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen.
He was the only interesting part about the movie. Him and the girl, their dynamic, and how they were like sharing information. That was more interesting than anything Superman.
Lois Lane was awesome. I love Lois Lane.
She really was.
Holy glaze. Anyway, Lois Lane was one of the most annoying. That was not true. They made Lex Luthor seem like.
Wait, time out. What was wrong with Lex Luthor?
They made Lex Luthor. It wasn't even him or the role that he played. He did a great job as the actor. But what the problem was, they didn't really show the reason why he was the way he was. They passed him off as a petulant child who just hates aliens and hates Superman.
That's not true. That's
That makes
totally
no
that's
sense.
100%
That's
untrue.
not
Not true.
true.
That is
No,
100% true.
100%
Why?
true.
Because I've talked to
Lex
people.
literally-
This is their first. Because I've literally talked to people whose first introduction into DCU was this movie, and they were like, "Yeah, he just hates it." They couldn't explain why Lex Luthor was the way he was.
Because he's an
it's
alien.
just they're stupid and
But
they
they
don't
know what's
actually
behind it.
watch the movie. Like he literally explained why he doesn't.
Well, you're
like
stupid enough to
Superman
think
in
that
the
this movie was is #1 DCU of all time. So who's really stupid here?
He literally explained in the movie why he doesn't like Superman.
And even then, there's deeper things. If you know the comics and everything, there's a lot deeper reason as to why he is the way he is and why he hates Superman.
And that's why. And
They
that's
also
why.
don't even show. They also don't even show that there was a redeeming side to him as well. Reason why he's even on that council in the first place.
Lex Luthor is not a
Like,
redeemable character.
before-
What are we talking about?
Whoa! Before Superman, like he may have ego problems and he may have been out.
Yo, you think Lex Luthor's a
Hear me
redeemable
out, bro.
character?
Hear me out. Yes, before Superman, right? Lex Luthor was the guy who the world relied on the most. Why? Because of his intellect, his technology, all that jazz, right? For a random alien to come out of outer space, right, and to suddenly be the one saving the world, obviously Lex Luthor's ego took a hit. But they don't even show the side of him that was the savior of the world. And for them to not show that, I think is a huge disservice because it gives a lot more depth to his backstory.
No,
But
it's not.
here's the thing. That's why the Superman movie lacks depth. There's no depth to the characters. I don't care about Superman's dad or that whole scene where he gave him that whole speech doesn't really hit as hard. Unless you have history with Superman. Like if you're new into the introduction of Superman or into the introduction of DCU, or you just like you're not really big into comics or whatever, so a lot of those scenes just fall flat because you're like, why should I care about these characters? As a writer, he just did a terrible job. Because he had a lot more to give with these characters. There's a lot more meat to give with these characters that he just chose not to give for some odd reason. It just wasn't a very well written movie.
Okay, I could agree that the writing isn't the best, but what I will say is there is dialogue where Lex Luthor does dive into why he hates Superman. There is clear dialogue in the final battle when he is fighting against his clone. So there is writing for that. And also I do think it was soft launched because Man of Tomorrow is the Lex Luthor movie. You know what I mean? Where it's a deeper focus on Lex and Superman. Now, should he have maybe put more of Lex's psyche instead of making him like a crybaby, wah wah, boo boo? I mean, I can see what you're saying, but which is why I don't think a lot of people take the movie seriously, but is that accurate to some of the comics that we read with Lex? To an extent, yes, but in the comics, Lex Luthor is way smarter and is a little more serious than what the Superman movie
Lex Luthor is not a petulant man.
and tell him to be. I mean, Lex is a very serious character, like definitely when you watch the animations, but also when you read comics, and he also outthinks Superman all the time, which he does. He does a bit. He does a lot in this movie. So I mean, I think that like the only critique I would have with Lex is making him a little more serious and like a little more respectable to the fan, So I understand. I understand what you're saying there, but for you to say that Lex Luthor didn't express his hate for Superman, I think that, or I know that in the dialogue, like he dove deep into his hatred for Superman, but I could agree. But I could agree that maybe it wasn't expressed the right way.
I didn't say he didn't express his hate for Superman. He expressed his hate like a petulant man-child. But there's a reason behind that hatred, and I don't think they delved deep enough into that reason. No, he expressed his hate. Yeah,
but
that was all they showed him.
Yeah, well, we don't need a full-on backstory behind why he.
Yeah, you do. That's good writing, Carter. That's the difference.
No, we
That's
don't.
the difference between
We
some of these MCU movies that we see and the DCU movies that we see. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He
Because
literally said it.
because
Stevie
there's a
literally
difference
just said that
between
he explained it.
There's a difference. No. He explained why he hated Superman, but we don't get to see the reason of why he is the way he is.
Carter,
there's a difference between showing and telling.
We do see
Carter,
it because but you're wrong because we see in the very first scene of the freaking Superman. Look, we see when Lex Luthor is talking to the government and he is proposing his intergalactic Lex Luthor cold poll, and they're like, no, we're good, we got Superman. Like that is a prime example of Lex Luthor losing his power as being relied on as the protector and the brain that protected Earth. So you're wrong. Like
Okay, but
they
how does
do
that
show it.
affect him?
You just don't like the way that they show it. That's just the reality. You don't think the way that they showed it was very well. Which I could see your
But
point.
that's because you have backstory. That's the thing. Most like you can't assume that if you're gonna write a movie, right? Show don't tell. That is a big theme in writing. One of the biggest themes in writing. If you're gonna write a movie, you have to show that a lot more, especially because you can't just assume that your fan base knows that.
Okay, so
And they
question.
assumed that this movie was one big assumption, and you can see it in the writing, and you can see it in the way that they went about things.
Okay, so question, right? So Matt Reeves takes the same approach that James Gunn took, right? You kind of like gloss over his like origin and a lot of the reasoning in it. What did Matt Reeves do different than James Gunn in regards to the Batman when they both took on the same strategy and the same year? Because they both did year 2. So what did James Gunn do that Matt Reeves didn't that made you like Matt Reeves' Batman more than James Gunn's Superman? Because they did the same strategy.
Matt Reeves' Batman was an atmospheric movie. 100% an atmospheric movie. Now I wouldn't say it was the best portrayal of Batman, but it leans into what it does well. Superman doesn't lean into what it does well. Like it's not. There's no consistency. It's just a movie. Like Batman takes Gotham, and he just blows it up into like this into you can see like the microscopic. Give me 1 second. My headphones are dying.
Can y'all hear me? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. And he takes that and he blows it up into this microcosm of Gotham. And so he leans into that atmosphere throughout the movie. He doesn't waver from it. And so that's why the Batman, he leans into what he's doing, very well. Because I don't think the Batman was supposed to show this new Batman, right? Like it was supposed to be a new Batman, but I don't think it was supposed to be a building factor. If you're going to have a building movie, which is what the Superman movie was supposed to be, you build. Whereas the Batman was like a snapshot of Gotham. It could have been a show, honestly. The way that they went about it, like the way they went about showing it. And he leans into that and he does it very well. So I think it's hard to compare the two because I think they both had different purposes.
I mean, but could that be wrong? Because we got a Penguin show out of that, and they also built the fact that there's a Joker out there, and and that there's a Riddler who might be working with the Joker in the freaking future. Like there were things that were actually being built in the Batman. You just liked it more than Superman. Like Superman,
no, because we see why Batman is the way he is.
And we also see why Lex Luthor hates Superman based on that scene when he is proposing his Lex Luthor goons to be the protectors of Earth over Superman, and they legit say no because we have the Justice Gang and Superman. We don't need you, Lex. There were already elements that were being built into it. Now, as of regards to
you and I both know he's a lot more complex than that.
Who?
Lex.
Yeah, and that's why I believe that James Gunn didn't dive into the complexity because he wanted to introduce fans to Lex first. It's crazy that I have the cape that I have to like defend this film, but this is why that he felt he had to introduce softly Lex, and then Man of Tomorrow is a deeper dive of why he hates him.
That is a coward move, and that is what I've been saying about James Gunn from the start about the Superman movie. It was a coward movie. You don't soft launch Superman. You don't soft launch Lex Luthor. That's just dumb. It doesn't really make any sense either.
I don't necessarily think he soft launched Superman.
That's what you just said.
No, I said he soft launched Lex, not Superman.
He soft launched both.
Superman isn't a complicated character. You don't have to soft launch Superman. You know what I mean? But Lex, we saw a bit of his hatred, right? And we saw a lot of actions, and we saw all of the planning and studying that they said that Lex had that Lex has done for years. Well, Lex knew all of his moves, like they clearly said that, right? But but James Gunn has talked about the fact that like Man of Tomorrow is the deep dive into why Lex hates Superman. You know,
You just said that Superman's not a complicated character, but I disagree. To be an idealist, to be an idealist in a world like in the world that he lives in, takes complication, heavy complication. That
I'm
they
talking
could've
about
dived
James
into.
Gunn's Superman.
Yes,
James
that's
Gunn,
what I'm saying.
James
Superman
Gunn's,
as a character is an idealist at heart, which is part of the problem.
the
But
way
they can have dived into that a lot more. That is complexity, even if we may not like it, even if it
But
may
also-
seem childish and patriotic or whatever. That is complexity still.
Yeah, but from James Gunn's perspective, him diving into Superman's idealistic mindset in the first film, he didn't think that it was possibly going to work, and that a lot of fans would be glued to that. Maybe you are, but from his perspective, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying from his perspective, he wanted to touch on them, so then he can expand on them when you have a universal threat like Brainiac, where him and Lex both have to work together, right? So then we can see them both clash with their ideals. You know what I'm saying? Because they both have to work together to fight against this greater force.
I can't believe you're defending this.
I'm not defending. I'm just telling you his mindset, because I watched
And his
all of his
mindset
interviews.
obviously didn't work that well because he even said it himself. Like the Superman movie did not perform the way he wanted it to.
James
It
Gunn
didn't even
did
fill
not
the
say
role
that.
that he said he wanted it to.
I don't think James Gunn has said that,
DCU's admitted it. So
or Netflix did, not him. But so I would say, so I'm in Carter. Wait, did you want to add anything, bro?
Nah, you kind of like took over.
I'm sorry, bro. I'll let you cook though. Go ahead.
Nah, you got like you literally took over. Like I literally can't say anything else.
Oh, because I said everything. I'm sorry, bro. But I'll say this. I think that in regards to James Gunn, bro, I think that, like I said, I think he tried to soft launch everything, which is I don't like. That's not what I would want, because I'm a Sweat fan, but I understand the perspective, because a lot of fans don't know Superman like that.
then why would you? If you just admitted to the fact that a lot of fans don't know Superman like that, then why would you not give a movie giving Superman, like, give us the what and the who and the why and the where and the when behind Superman? And I get that you're like, oh, that would take too long. We don't want to see that again. But you just admitted to the fact that not a lot of fans know him. So which one is it? Is it a lot of fans know him or a lot of fans don't? Because if a lot of fans don't know him, then it doesn't make sense for him to soft launch him.
But that's
And
why
it doesn't make sense for him to do it the way he did.
But that's why he wanted to stretch it throughout the whole entire DCU line, because we already know the basis of Superman, but now there's twists of his parents wanting him to be a murderer. Like there's a bunch of other things that now play into this future of Superman, and that's why like I'm trying to tell you, like, this is a soft launch of Superman because we all understand like his basis, but now there's new factors that add to this second movie where Lex and Superman have to work together. I mean, Carter, right? I mean, like when we read Superman, right? Like like when you're reading DC KO, right? So remember in the first round when Batman is legit telling him like, bro, like you need to fight to kill.
Yeah.
And Superman is legit saying like, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like Superman's like, I cannot do it. But like, that's just who Superman is. But then as the comic goes on, there's different complexities that make Superman has to go to bounds that he can't go. They didn't just throw it all in the first issue. But they started us off with the basis that Superman has a hard time going to the dark place. You know what I'm saying, but then they expound upon it as the issues go on. That's all I'm saying, is that like that's James Gunn's strategy. It's a comic book strategy. Like, and does that work in movies? I mean, when we look at the MCU, I mean, Carter, did they do that with Captain America?
Yeah.
Did they do it with Iron Man?
Yeah. But I
Did
mean,
they do
like,
it
DCU as an MCU, you can't compare the
like-
two. They don't have
but
the
like-
foundation that the other one does.
But also, like, to that point, like, you also got to think, like, okay, the casual fan also grew up on Man of Steel. Man of Steel is not a good representation of Superman at all. Like, it's a horrible representation of Superman. James Gunn had to do it what he did. He literally had to. Because Man of Steel and Henry Cavill Superman, granted, Henry Cavill had so much potential to be Superman. Like, if they actually, I think if James Gunn had Henry Cavill, or like if somebody better had Henry Cavill, like, Henry Cavill would have been the best Superman to ever come out. He would have been miles ahead of Christopher Reeves. But like the thing is that it's like He didn't. They ruined Henry Cavill's chances, and they made him a bad Superman. You had to go forth, and James Gunn had to go forth and make David Cornsweet an actual good Superman. You had to make him a Superman that doesn't kill people. You had to make him a Superman that actually cares for other people and is not trying to aura farm in front of people 24/7. Like, you have to make him an actual comic book Superman. And that's the thing. The casual fan doesn't understand that. They honestly see Superman as just a killer. They don't see Superman as that guy that will go there. And that's what I do like about Superman movie is that there's a scene in there, Superman saving a squirrel. That's Superman. He literally just saves people for no reason. He's just such a good dude. Like that's him. People are so used to watching Henry Cavill and seeing him kill Zod instead of him going out and just saving people and just doing like the little tiny stuff and saving tiny things. Like that's the whole point of Superman.
Not to mention that like this is also a universe where he wants to stretch the story to go further. Because that's what happens when you have a universe. You give us a bit and then we see the character mature as time goes on, and that's where I think James Gunn's strategy is, so and look, you can like it or not, but that is the strategy, you know what I mean? And it's worked many times. But my issue with Superman isn't necessarily what yours is, other than the writing quality being trash, which I could agree. I don't think the writing is as great as I thought it was at first, but I have other issues with Superman. But my issues are more universe stuff, not necessarily like Superman's attitude, and that they're not showing the full side of Superman, because that's why there's a character that's why characters progress, because like James Gunn established the basis of who Superman's character is, but I think like given the different situation, it brings out a different side of them, just like how like prime example Avengers 1, right? We see that Captain America, he finds this secret room where Shield has been prepping all these alien tech that was supposed to be powered by the freaking Tesseract. Captain America throws his gun. He throws the gun in front of Nick Fury and is like, why are you guys doing this? This is wrong. That is establishing that Steve Rogers is always going to stand for what he believes is right. But that's just a little tiny of it. But then we see the max level in Civil War when he turned on the whole entire Avengers team to back Bucky. You know what I mean? But it had to progress to that point. You know what I mean? So, and I think that he's taking that kind of strategy with Superman. Is that like, I'm going to show you guys the base of who he is, but we're going to progress to the max. And I think Man of Tomorrow, which I think is going to be the greatest DC film of all time, because I think it's going to be like a Justice League soft launch. I think that's where we're going to see Superman's character at full display, because you have a threat like Brainiac. Like what's the threat that Superman has in Superman 1 that will bring out the crazy, character? Like what's the threat?
It's supposed to be Lex Luthor.
Taking Mr. Terrific to a roof to toss in a math equation to unclose the earth. Now that's where my issues are, like it's like the stakes. Like the stakes is where I, sometimes I have a hard time feeling the stakes when I rewatch it, but that's kind of what, but that's what James Gunn was trying to do. And I'm not saying that I like it, like, because I understand, like, I think I'm gonna like Superman 4 to 5 years down the road instead of right now. You know what I mean? The same way that me and Carter, we don't really care about the Batman 2, and probably you too. Like, we want to see the Batman with Robin, Batman with his sidekicks, the Bat family. Like, so, I'm looking more forward to older Superman, but yeah. Does that make that a little more like clear or no? Even if you don't
completely
agree.
disagree with you guys, but I will agree to disagree.
No, but I'm just there. But like, whether if you agree or not, I'm just saying like, but do you at least understand the strategy that he's trying to go with, even if you don't agree?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously understood the strategy. I just don't agree with it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. And that's fine. Like, that's a part of the game. Like you're not always going to agree with the pathway of the hero, but as I said, that's the route that he's trying to go. But he can't do that with Batman. You know, like if you're giving me if you give me a experienced Batman, then that's not possible. You know what I mean? Like we have to see Batman at his full display because he's going to be a father. You know what I mean? So, but then here's the next question, and after this wop off was, I know it's getting a little late, but the next question is, so where do you like? How are you guys feeling about Supergirl today? Like, do you guys think this thing's gonna be successful? Do you guys think this thing might flop? Do you think she's gonna be a big contributor to the DCU in the future? Like, where are you guys with Lanterns? Like, do you think Lanterns? Do you think Aaron Pierre is gonna be important? Yeah.
I think Supergirl is. I think it's going to do okay. I don't think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be like kind of like a Brave New World type deal. Like it's going to be like a great rewatch. It looks like it's going to be a Guardians type movie. It's going to be a great rewatch, but it's like it's not going to be good necessarily as a like DCU movie. Like at least in my book, at least for right now, just because like where's the resemblance and like why is this needed going down the line for right now? Like we don't need this right now. But like Lanterns, like I mean, I'm excited for it. Besides the fact that I kind of wish that they just did Hal Jordan instead of Jon Stewart. I would love to see a live action Hal Jordan that's not Ryan Reynolds, but you know, we can't get everything that we want. But besides that, like I mean, not gonna lie, DCU, I'm for DC, I'm more excited for next year than I am this year. I don't think Lanterns can generate enough hype for me for this year than next year can with Man of Tomorrow and the Batman Part 2. Even though the Batman Part 2 is not even DCU.
Yeah. How about you, Dallas? Like, what is your mind state going into Supergirl and all these other freaking movies? Like, are you even excited for it? Or are you like, what's your mindset right now?
Not really. I'm not really excited for it. Any of them, to be honest. Supergirl is just going to be, I don't know, looks like it's going to be like some coming of age, like, piece. I don't get it. I don't really see the point of it. I don't know, like, why? Just why? It's like finding her true power kind of piece. I don't want to see that. Lanterns, I guess I'm mildly excited for. I don't know. I feel like I'm just expecting the DCU to disappoint me at this point. And I can just see Lanterns being mid. I can just see it. And if it is good, hopefully it is good, and I'll pat him on the back and keep it moving. But I just don't foresee it being very good.
We just got the wildest take on this show. This dude just said Supergirl is going to pass Superman numbers.
I'll take.
Cowboys fan, you had some really good takes because I was watching you during the chat, but there's no way on this green earth that Supergirl beats Superman in the box office. Not in this economy, not in this world. By the way, they ain't ever seen a Supergirl on film on the big screen. Supergirl's not bigger than Superman, bro. There's no way.
I mean, potentially, it could potentially. Because it is an appealing indie film. Like, if they lean into the indiness of the film, potentially it could. But I doubt it.
I would only agree with you if, like, they would have to market her like they did Captain Marvel. Do you guys remember how big Captain Marvel 1 was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Further, higher, faster. But then, but every trailer was just her fighting. You know, like, they made her a violent character, which is why Captain Marvel worked in the first movie. What does Supergirl have going for her?
She's also supposed to be violent and angry and angsty.
Not really. All we see in the trailers are her just swinging this freaking thing at people. We don't actually see the fighting. We don't actually see like they don't showcase her. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, you know.
We should be getting one more movie or one more trailer, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but
so
like
that trailer should probably show more.
But this is why I think the marketing's been bad because like if you're showcasing a character that you don't know if they're going to be successful in box office, you should go for it in the trailer. Give us all the action, throw all the action in the trailer so you can get fans excited. So then when we come in, okay, then we're like, oh my gosh, there's actually a really good story behind this. Okay, Tom King wrote on this. Okay, let me see what's going on. Instead, it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like, and the song's fire, by the way, fire song. But it's just like, bro, we need more. We need more. We need more. We need more. We need more.
Yeah.
Like that first Superman trailer was gas, bro. Not that corny teaser, but the first full trailer was fire. We need that. I think they're saving that trailer for Comic-Con. That's terrible. We need that joint like ASAP. Because I don't think a lot of fans are sold on it, man. I really don't. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna look at some chats. Loreverse, you have a comment, Hunter, bro. I didn't, bro. If you added a comment, bro, I didn't see it. I'm looking up here. I only see the one when you said, "Hey, yo, what's up?" Oh, I'm sorry, right here. Have you heard? Oh, I forgot to add this on the docket. I forgot to add this. Oh my goodness, I'm tripping. Okay, we're gonna deep dive on this Thursday, and I'll say this for when we have on the pod next Tuesday. But basically, this guy is being looked. Apparently, he's being rumored to play Batman.
Ooh, hold on. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, a lot of fans are loving him. A lot of fans want him to play Batman, and now there's like an inner beef with him and Brandon Sklenar. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna table this right now, and I'm gonna give Carter and Dallas time to do their research so we can come back with like actual takes. Because like right now it'll just be based off looks, and he does look the part. You know what I mean? But I don't know if I want him to be my Batman person. I don't even want Brandon Sklenar. Some days I like Brandon to be Batman. Some days I don't.
Bipolar.
I am. So, all right, y'all. We're gonna end the show here. Maybe hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us. We'll see you guys Thursday as we talk some more superheroes. And yeah, so have a great day. Stay crispy and peace out.
See you.